Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Yadashi and we are in an Xbox only lobby, which means you know what I'm gonna do, and that is just run over this enemy team. Now, in fairness, this is a 7v7. I don't have a problem with that as much as I do when it's a 1v1, or actually I wish it was a 1v1, 3v3s and stuff like that. I want damage, guys. That's what these videos are easy to do. Like, I want to be able to do damage. And tonight I have had match after match of like 5 destroyers every damn game. Sorry for the language. Just slipped. But we're going to push up. It's a 7v7. There's only one cruiser. It is a Kutuzov, which is terrifying in a destroyer. But as you've probably seen by the title, I have no fears. With this many battleships, only one cruiser, only one destroyer, I am not afraid of anything in this match. So we're going to move forward. Now, it is a domination. We spawned on the left. We're going to push up the left, capture the base, move through, and start our pursuit of justice. And by golly, we're going to give it to the enemy team. Now, you'll see I'm looking around, and what I'm doing there is checking who's with me, because that would kind of give me an idea of whether or not the enemy destroyer and cruiser, who are both in a division, are near me. Now, unfortunately, when I looked, I was like, okay, good. The division on our team is on the other side of the map. They likely spawned the enemy division over by them. Unfortunately, that ain't what happened. They're actually right here. They are both right here. The only reason we haven't been detected yet, or at least gotten into a fight, other than our amazing concealment, which is down to 4.7 kilometers. Good luck finding me before you get torped into oblivion. That's all I'm saying. With these torps as fast as they are, and if you don't know what my build is, I've got a Meet the Yadashi video out there. It's got my build in it and everything. So if you guys want to do that, go ahead, check that out, and you'll see my build. However, you're not going to enjoy yourself if you're trying to look for me, because this thing is disgusting when it comes to these mid-range, fast-moving torpedoes. Because I combine the amazing concealment with those fast-moving torpedoes, which means by the time I actually engage you, you're in a lot of trouble. Now, you're going to see a pretty good evasion early on, so hopefully you guys are ready. It's pretty epic that he's able to do what he does. But it just could be I'm bad, too. That's the thing. In case you guys didn't know, I'm really bad in destroyers. Or, I think I'm bad in destroyers. Other people disagree, but I don't think I'm that good in destroyers, we'll put it that way. I'm definitely not as good in destroyers as I am in battleship. I'm not as comfortable. I don't know exactly what to do with the torpedoes. And you'll see here, I launch one way back, the second way back. He's slowing down, so I'm figured he's going to stop. And the goal was, I'm going to use my reload booster on my torpedoes, because I want to get the Gneisenau out of here immediately. Torp threat battleship, got to get him out. Especially considering I consider the Gneisenau a more dangerous armored target than the Tirpitz. The Tirpitz is a better ship than the Bismarck, I'll give it that. I'm not going to say it's a good ship. It's still way too easy to damage before it ever gets in range to torp you. But as you can see, one torp catches him with the rear, and then the second set I've put out in front of him, hoping that he would speed up to get away from the torps and he would run right into this set. However, I definitely underestimated just how fast the Gneisenau can get moving. Now, obviously, propulsion mod's probably in play, but the Gneisenau is a fast ship, and he just skirts the outside torpedo. And now we're in a no man's land, because I don't want to get any closer to this guy. I know my detection is 4.7 kilometers, and unfortunately, before I can get myself turned around and heading away, we do get inside that 4.7 kilometers, which is terrifying because we don't want to be here. Now, luckily, he had just fired his guns at the guys behind me, so all I've got to worry about right now is his secondaries and his teammates. And all we got to do is get to 4.8 kilometers and we disappear. There it is, we're gone. Nobody knows where we're at. And luckily, just in time, everybody managed to underestimate my speed as well, and I get away with 0 damage taken, even though I got way too close. Now, this time he's running into the edge of the map. It's unlikely that he's going to be able to avoid all of these. And as you can see, I launched a wide salvo with the last one, just in case. Just in case he's able to do something funky and get around the edge of the map, and I don't want to miss him. He needs to die now. because I have to turn my attention towards the rest of his team. Now, the Kutuzov is very, very close. And watch this guy once again manage to dodge all of these torpedoes except the very last torpedo on the widespread hits him center mass. Pow! First kill of the game. And we're up to 2 torpedo hits in this match. But now we've got some decisions to make. Now, we already saw that their destroyer ran into the center of the map, ran right into our cruiser, and died. Their Kutuzov should have turned around and engaged me. As a cruiser player, it is your job, when a destroyer is spotted, to engage the destroyer. You have all the tools. You have the best guns. You've got hydroacoustic search. You've got, some of them have radar. You've got the ability to switch quickly between armor piercing and high explosive. Like, it is literally a rock, paper, scissors match most of the time when you talk about battleships, cruisers, and destroyers. So if you get a chance to take out a destroyer early, you need to take it. Our team does this, and this is what happens when a destroyer gets to run around behind your team completely uncontested. Now, right now, I'm in no man's land. Any of these ships change what they're doing, I'm in a bad way. Luckily, the Kutuzov is gone. He got torped by the Hipper, and that means I'm trailing a Tirpitz. I've got a Colorado heading towards me. You know, you can see that on the map. If you're looking up top left corner, that Colorado's headed right for me. And so, with that in mind, we're like, okay, Colorado's probably not in a position where he can really avoid these at this point. We know he's slowing down. We're going to launch one set at the Colorado. We're going to turn back and try to catch the enemy Tirpitz on his turn. And so while they're doing that, I realize that I'm running straight into the Sinop. The Sinop is going in reverse, which means I caught up to him very, very quickly, which is not preferable. I don't want to be here with no torps. Now, unfortunately, I already burned my my torpedo booster, so we don't get that. We get a nice hit on the Colorado, finishing him off, and, wait for it, 4 shatters on our high explosive on this Sinop. So you'll see I'm about to think about shooting some armor piercing when our second set of torps arrives at its destination, and we finish off the enemy Tirpitz, getting 2 kills really quickly. And at about this point, I'm like, nobody else except this Sinop is here, which means I have amazing concealment. I just got my I've got my engine boost going right now. You can see I'm kind of testing the waters. I know he's still sailing in reverse. There's nothing he can do about what I'm about to do to him. I have too much health. He cannot possibly kill me while I'm rushing straight at him, unless something crazy happens and he gets a detonation. That is the only thing that could kill me at this point. He's a battleship. He's in no man's land. He's all by himself in an island. There's no chance that he's able to stop me from doing what I'm about to do to him. We're at 4 kilometers in closing, and right now he is praying to everybody that I am the dumbest person on the planet, and I'm going to do what I did in the stream against the Richelieu. I learned from my mistakes. I'm not going to do that again. I freaked out against the Richelieu. I misjudged the distance and didn't quite get a good enough angle. Now, as you can see, he hits us with 2 rounds tops, and his guns, he's continuing to fire. He hits us, with another salvo, but he can't do enough damage fast enough. Now, he does the last thing he can think of, which is charge forward, hope to get inside my minimum arming distance of my torpedoes. And unfortunately, you're in too big of a ship, Sunshine. Go back to port. Wait for it. Pow! All of his health belongs to me. And with that, we get a devastating strike, we get our high caliber, and we are now in pursuit of a Kraken with our 4th kill. Now remember, there's only 7 people on the enemy team. We've killed 4 of them. This is what happens when a destroyer gets loose in a bunch of battleships. Even a guy as dumb as I am, when it comes to destroyers, can manage to absolutely tear people apart. It's just not fair to the battleship guys when they have no protection against you, which is why, as of the cruiser, you are the sole cruiser in your entire team. You have no choice but to try and intercept an enemy destroyer, especially if there's only one. And the fact that I was spotted early in this match and he just ignored me, other than he fired the salvo at me while I was lit up trying to run away, and he missed. But he just left me beat. Now, we had a little bit of server lag right here at the end, and I was kind of freaking out a little bit. I was like, please don't do that to me. If I get disconnected right now, I'm going to cry. But we end up having a pretty phenomenal game considering the, what it was. A 7v7, top of the leaderboard, 3,300 base XP, 4 kills, 139,000 damage, and we earned 389,591 credits. Not too shabby. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.